Hello, it's Ryan from 2MinuteTennis.net, and in this video, I'm going to give you 3 simple tips to help you hit a two-handed backhand like Novak Djokovic. Now, a big thank you goes over to Essential Tennis for allowing me to use their footage. Please give them a subscription. I have put their channel link in the description below. So the first tip is the preparation, is the take back. Just want you to check this out. He has taken his racket back 180 degrees. So from the ready position into the back, his racket has traveled 180 degrees. He's turned his body a little past sideways to the court. You'll notice that the back of his front shoulder is actually visible to his opponent. The tip of the racket is pointing up. He has changed his bottom hand to a continental grip. If you need help with the grip, I'm in the description below. I'm going to put a link to a video that I made maybe 3 weeks ago outlining all the grips for every shot. And you can view that and see exactly what the continental grip is. And that's the grip you're going to be using for your bottom hand. You'll see that the strings are facing off to his left since he is right-handed. And that is called point your strings to the crowd. You can see that his chin is right over his front shoulder. This is just a beautiful turn for a two-handed backhand. Body turned sideways or a little past sideways. The racket is turned 180 degrees back. Tip of the racket up, strings facing off to the side. This is what I absolutely love to see from two-handed backhand players. The second tip is you've got to drop the body down below contact and drop the racket down below. You'll notice that he isn't just dropping the racket, but he's getting nice and low with his body. And when he drops his racket, he's making sure that he drops the racket down below contact. You can even see his right wrist curling slightly. That is just the weight of the racket dropping. And he also closes his racket. So his strings are tilted down. You don't want your racket on edge at this point, but you actually want your racket tilted down at this point. He's looking at the ball intently. This is just such a great look, looking at the ball. And he, again, has dropped his body down because he's planning on swinging low to high in order to get topspin. But if you are just dropping straight to the level of contact and swinging in, you're not going to have the control and the topspin that you will if you drop below the level of contact and then swing back up. And then the third idea is that low to high swing. It's dropping down below the ball, but swinging from below contact to above contact. We can see the path that his racket takes as he's hitting this ball. He is swinging from below contact to above contact. But because his strings are facing forward when he hits the ball, he's getting beautiful topspin, which is going to help when he lifts the ball over the net. It's going to help pull that ball down into the court. So he's super consistent. He's swinging low to high, and then his racket finishes up behind his head. One thing here I want you to notice, since he's right-handed, his right elbow is pointing to the right. He has a lot of space under his right armpit. That's just because he lifted from his shoulders and he didn't just bend his elbows, like he's doing a bicep curl, but he's actually lifting from his shoulders and the racket finishes up behind his head. So make sure that you are changing your bottom hand to a continental, that you're turning your body a little past sideways, that your racket goes back 180 degrees with the tip pointing up. Be sure to drop your body down, bend your knees so you can get below the ball, drop the racket down below contact as well, and tilt the strings down so you can then have your strings face forward at contact, brushing up the back, driving through contact from low to high, and finishing up behind your head. If you copy these simple tips, you're going to hit a much better two-handed backhand, gaining confidence, winning more matches, and playing much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2MinuteTennis.net. You got this.